Let me show you around. Follow me, come on fam. Hello brewers, I'm very excited today. I'm finally at one of my bucket list breweries. I have probably 5 bucket lists and this is one of them, St Bernardus. Very excited. Whoop whoop. We are an hour and a half south of Amsterdam, middle of nowhere, heading to St Bernardus.
Give some history.
What I know about it? Monks gave it up in 1945 just after the war and said they didn't want to commercialise it to grow the brewery. Where this is now commercialised, obviously they lost their Trappist seal of approval in 92. All the Trappist seal is, it means it has to be brewed by monks or under the supervision of monks. They've more commercialised and I think it's great for the brand, great for the brewery as well. That's why we're in such a beautiful surrounding and setting.
Something not too strong.
$2 like the euro. First beer at St Bernardus, we went with the wheat. Very good. This one, look, great. Yeah, goober. Now, to be honest, I didn't listen to a word she said. I was just sitting there nodding. So. So their Apple 12 is their flagship beer. It's been the most popular for them. It was one of the first beers that they brewed. It's that celebrated that on December 12th of every year they have a festival for it. And brewers, if you can hear me brewers, so we've got the original mash louder tongue and the original kettle, so it was only a 2-vessel system when they started. Very impressive, it's all made of copper. And I'm not sure how they've done it, but
you can see inside.
Yeah, you can smell fresh wood. So you can smell it. It smells like brew day in here. It's the mash louder tongue, you see the false bottom. And then you've got your rakes. And this is how they've replicated the fresh smell of wort.
Let me in, please.
Let me in. 4-vessel system too. So you're playing the kettle model. A bit different to our kit drills. A little bit different.
Bit smaller.
A little bit smaller than our kit.
Oh my god.
One day, what do you reckon? One day? We're racing through the brewery tour now. Claire's pushing me along because she's getting thirstier and thirstier. But first beer we had here was a wheat beer, and then we jumped on the tour quickly. It was €34, the two of us, and it's got this little information pack that you just scan on the board and you put it to your ear. Pretty impressive 4-vessel system we just went through. then, and then we saw all their bright beer tanks, and now we're in packaging. Very exciting. So follow along, and then we're going to go up to the bar and try as many beers as we can until we fall over. We've got to get up early, so we'll go hard for you.
bars here.
Yeah. Oh,
Just goes all the way up.
thank you very much.
Have fun,
I'm
okay?
excited.
Thank you.
Where are you from in Australia?
Just south of Sydney.
South
3 hours, yeah.
Okay.
He's a brewer.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
own a brewery there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite this
My
big.
name is Marco.
Marco,
Nice to meet you. I'm the sales manager.
Okay.
What is your staple beer? What is the one that you like best?
I like we make Berliner Weiss. I like that.
Oh, I love Berliner Weiss.
Yeah, just because it's sessionable and I can have a few.
Yeah, and a little bit
A
of
bit of fruit.
Sourness,
Yeah, yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Enjoy your trip, okay?
Thank
Will
you.
do.
And have
Thanks.
fun.
Thank
Good on
you.
mate. Cheers.
Get a drink.
Get a drink, son. Look at this. St Bernardus Brewers.
Woo.
Woo, whoop, 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 whoop. Look at this joint.
Should we do Flamingala Guest House?
Flamingala Guest House to come. Getting some inspiration from the bucket list brewery. I've desoured and unsweetened. We just missed it. They've only just harvested.
It's still nice and green.
It is beautiful still, but you can imagine you could probably smell all the hops. Time for a beer.
What are you having?
I'm having a 12. Obviously, Claire. Wow.
Is it good?
Yeah. First time I've ever had St Bernardus draft, and only the third time I've ever had it in my life. This is the second beer. As all the brewers know, I've had the 12. And it's nice, and they've actually got the 12 on nitro, so I'm going to try that probably at the end. Extra 4 is really good. Blonde Belgium ale. It's got that Belgian yeast character. It's really nice. Alright, brewers, third beer in. I went straight for the 12, which I probably shouldn't have, but anyway, I did, and that's 10%, so I was getting a headache in the car, starting to shake. So we've got the 6 now, and it is absolutely beautiful. Favourite so far. It's still freezing cold. So you get raisins on the nose, and then like burnt toffee. Absolutely beautiful. That, once again, that Belgian yeast is coming right through. It's so good. Mouth feels really good too. Great colour, and these are all on draft, and it's brewed below us, so they'd be into the bright beer tanks and straight up through the draft line. So minimal DO, doesn't get any fresher, it's brewed underneath us, and this is my favourite so far, the 6. It's 6.7%. So I'm going to go through everything. I've had the blonde, which is the 4. I'm on to the 6. We're going to work our way down the menu, and to be honest, it'll probably turn into me dribbling shit about how happy I am to be here, but I'll do my best to let you know how good the beers are. But so far so good, haven't had a bad beer, which is really nice when you've got a bucket list brewery that you finally get to go to, and each beer so far has been great. Yeah, I'm here with my favourite person too, Clary the director, until she yells at me. We survived the car trip too, brewers, by the way, which is nice. Still married. The 6, so far, my favourite. If I keep drinking like this, I'm going to be fucked by the end of it.
What's that?
It's the 8. Very similar to the 6, but more boozy, like it's an 8%. But same again, you get that Belgian yeast character on the nose, and then burnt toffee, raisins, but then you get a load of booze and you can feel it go down with the 8. Very similar to the 6, another great beer.
I'm Sam. I'm literally from 3 kilometers away here, from Waltu.
And you're born and bred here.
Born and bred here, yeah. 3 years ago I did as a summer bar over there. I was in there alone, and then now I can just come back whenever they need people. I just send a mail and just say like they need some people, and I can start working here. Very good employers.
So you have been to Flamingala before?
Yeah.
It's incredible that we've met you and that you have been there. So what did you think of Flamingala?
Well, it's very nice. You guys there to do different beers. I was enjoying that you guys did different beers. Like Australia is a little bit better than Belgium in total, but like you guys had like the pink beer was a bit different. Did you guys have seltzers?
We do make seltzers,
Yeah, I
yeah.
remember something like that. You had a few seltzers and everything.
Do you get downstairs much? Do you get to go down in the production area?
I
Do you
used to
just-
work in the brewery a little bit as well, but just literally just packing and doing because I just wanted some extra hours, and they allow me, but not brewing process ourselves because that is a massive undertaking. Like microbreweries, like you guys have a big tanks, but not compared to here, because here they have to make like thousands and thousands of liters straight away, and because it goes all over Belgium, all over the world, so it's a bit harder compared to the Flaming Gall.
Yeah, okay. One more question.
Yeah, no
What
worries.
is your favourite St Bernardus beer?
That would be the Tokyo.
The Tokyo?
It's a wheat beer that we have, but we made it especially for if I'm correctly, we did it for the Olympic Games in Tokyo. So that's what's with Japanese herbs in it, and it has a little bit, I would say, zesty taste, more citrus taste, even more than normal with beer. But it is very nice, and it is definitely in the summer, it's a favorite beer to drink.
Thanks for talking to us.
No worries.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
No worries.
So you can only get this at St Bernardus. It's the 12, but it's on NITRO. And it is fucking beautiful. All the great raisin notes and booze and Belgian ale yeast. It's on NITRO, so that mouthfeel is thick like a stout. And it actually softens it a bit. So it softens that booze that you usually get with the 12. You'll feel that booze go down because it's 10%.
Will it soften the hangover?
It definitely won't soften the hangover. I think the smallest beer is a 4.8 here and everything else is a 10. Anyway, I'm going to be hung tomorrow. A little bit pissy at the moment, but that is beautiful. And can only get it at this brewery.
Does it inspire you?
Not at all. No. You're supposed to savour it, brewers, but I'm getting greedy. Cheers. This is the triple blonde. Yeah. So, just talking to Sam behind the bar. This is Claire needs a vitamin D. We'll have to go back to the room. Lady behind the bar, Sam, said this is the most common beer ordered here. The triple blonde, and it's 8%, and it's amazing. I can see why. Same again. That Belgian yeast strain comes right through. Banana, bubblegum, clove, much thicker mouthfeel.
8%.
It's 8%, yeah. Anyway, try that, Clary.
You like a triple blonde?
I do. Try that. That could be my fave.
I think you're drunk.
Could be. I could have lost all mouthfeel. I could be intoxicated.
Is it a wheat beer?
No, it's a Belgium ale, but it uses that yeast strain. Don't know their yeast strain, obviously. But this is like banana, clove, and then it's got citrus as well. Perfect summer beer. Very good. The Bond. The Bond triple. That's it.
007.
Bond.
James.
Triple Bond. I'm having a blonde. It's a blonde ale. A blonde ale. So, brewers, I would love to replicate this beer to the best of my ability, but it's an 8% blonde, so you'd get too greedy. We'd have to kick people out of the brewery all the time, they'd be falling in the garden. But in Europe, you can get fucked up like me and sit around the bar and be sensible.
No one bats an eye.
No one bats an eye that I've had 8% beers.
Finished.
No one cares. Yeah, in fact, they do encourage it. Would you like another 8% Belgian blonde?
Sun.
Shame. So, second one, favourite beer at St Bernardus for sure, is the triple blonde 8%. And it is absolutely beautiful. So, we're getting the same aromas straight off the nose because they're obviously using the same yeast strain for all their beers, but all their beers, they either have slight variations or they're completely different. So they've got the browns, and then they've got the blondes, and then they also have the wheat as well. So the wheat beers, which would be, the grist would be 50% wheat, as you brewers know.
So do they have their own yeast strain here?
Yeah, definitely. So similar to our like Safe Ale 258, it gives banana, clove, slight bubblegum notes as well.
Everything sort of smells like a bit of a hef on the nose.
Correct, yeah, so 258. I have no idea what the yeast strain is, so obviously be a house yeast and it's probably decades old.
Everybody that's worked here has said, in a hospitality sense, is get them in, get them out. On one day, 200 people can come and do the brewery tour, and then there'll be
yeah, well, that's
300
tomorrow.
people at night.
Oh, they can get 300 just in the beer garden.
Mm.
But tomorrow, the guy was saying they've got 70 booked for lunch and then 200 to go through the brewery. And then after the brewery tour, you exit via the gift shop, buy a heap of shit, and then you go to the elevator and come up here. And that's what the guys that work here are concerned about. It's just, I think, pack it to the fucking hilts. Owning a hospitality venue and to be honest, should I be raw and honest? Like as a brewery owner, fuck what the staff think. you know, you've got to keep your staff happy and on your side. But without the brewery, they don't have a job. So it's like, no, pack the joint, work hard for a little bit, maybe an hour and a half, and get that rush out. I get it gets hard in the hospitality industry. Like Claire and I both had to work in the hospitality industry for the first year of the brewery because we couldn't afford to pay anyone when we first started. Yeah, we did the lot, did it. So I get it, and I have total respect. I think every fucker should have to work in hospitality industry, like as a rite of passage, a bit like how some countries make you serve in the military. You should have to work in hospitality and realise how people can be. I have utter respect for people that work in the hospitality industry now because I did it.
People that work behind the bar are the people that make it what it is.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. We're not the face anymore.
it makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a massive difference. And here's one now. You're right, Sam.
Is that
The
it?
heater on.
Oh,
Oh, shit, yeah.
is that a
Yeah,
heater?
Is that all right?
Yeah, no worries.
Is that a heater?
No, the heater's above you. Oh! No, not what you know, people. So you know. So the time is now 7:33, people, and it's a balmy 10 degrees Celsius. So the guys have kindly extended the awning and put the heaters on. We may even eat out of here. What do you reckon?
We
Now
could.
we can. You know, we drove 230 kilometres today on the wrong side of the vehicle. I was in the left seat, quite stressful. You should smell my shirt. Full anxiety. But definitely worth it. And I don't think you could, to be honest, get here any other way. Maybe like train to Brussels and then hour and a half drive to St Bernardus. So you've still got to hire the car and drive in the
We
left
took the
seat.
punt.
Yeah, we took the punt and it all worked well. We survived. Maybe one day, 5 years from now, and we have a guest house in Husky that's Flame Glow Guest House, then you can play this. The 15th of November 2024 at 7:38. So you can replay this when we have a guest house somewhere. Beer-wise, great beer. Cannot replicate it in Australia for so many reasons, unfortunately. Can't sell an 8% beer. We can't sell an 8% beer at the tap house in Huskisson. It is legal to do, but Aussies are fuckwits. There's RSA, there's too many rules, it just would never work. And I'd
But-
love to replicate this blonde. We might actually do it. We might do it can only.
So it's not the one.
It's not the one here, no. Never say never.
What do you want to tell people that follow us on YouTube why we're doing this? What is your why?
To broaden our horizons with beer. Don't get stuck in that grind and lean in, you know what I mean? Like lean into the beer scene. We could travel around this whole 3 weeks trip and go, I fucking loved 3 beers. And that's enough. I'll do my best interpretation of those beers that I had, and that comes down to who I was with, Clary, and where I was at the time. The weather, like how I felt when I had that beer, that's the art of brewing.
Atmosphere and
The taste and the style are a big part, but with the Earl Grey Sour, it came down to how I felt that day when we're in the back streets of fucking nowhere in Seoul, and you and I were sitting, looking at the sun, drinking that Earl Grey Sour, and that's the way I brewed that beer. Was exactly how I remember that day. I love the process of beer and what it takes to know what a beer tastes like, to know the raw ingredients of a beer and how it's replicated as a beer.
You're drinking another 8%er. You're gonna get feisty with me later?
Yeah.
You wanna fight?
I'll fight.
I'll fight, yeah?
I'll fight.
I'll fight, yeah? I'll fight.
Alright, bros, that's us. This was St Bernardus. Had an absolute ball. Bucket list brewery number 1. Still a few more to go throughout the world. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps us grow the channel and helps the brewer and the hooer on tour. Yeah, cheers for watching. Hooroo. See you on the next vid. Cheers. Clink.